after some thought, I've decided to reverse the base because I want to put the pulley for this on the inside rather than on the outside. This is going to make it easier because the motors are mount up on the side of the post. So these two 6x6s got to go over here, and that one's still got to be on the outside, and this one's still got to be over there. So I'm going to have to flip these over, and I've got company. Okay, so I got a temporary mount on this because I really need to find out what speed the flywheel is actually going to turn when powered up by the motor. This is a 1.5 horse Balder. It's missing the little housing for the capacitors, but I want to figure out something there and attach them. But for now, it does run, and I just tried it out and it looks like it's going to work. I'm going to fire it up and show you guys as soon as I get the dogs out of the way. Get back. So let's see here. So right now I'm doing this all by hand. So there we go. That's about as fast as it goes. So I am satisfied that's going to be both fast enough and slow enough, if that makes sense. I want it fast enough to give me a fairly consistent and high-speed hammering, and at the same time I need it to be slow enough that it's not going to tear itself apart. And it looks like I've got that. This is a 3-inch pulley going to a 12-inch pulley, which slows the 1725 down to 450 or roughly somewhere in there. I did figure it up, and I don't remember the exact numbers, but I know it was in the 400 range. And then this is, how is it? 1.5 turns of this makes 1 of this. So it slows it down just a little bit more. So I think I'm around 300 roughly out here. So that should be plenty. 300 RPMs works out to about 2 to 3 hits a second, somewhere between 2 and 3 hits a second. So that ought to be fast enough, I would think. And plus, once there's a load on it, it's going to be slower than what it is like right now. I mean, it's going to have a rod up here to the spring going across, and then the hammer is going to be hanging out here, and then attached to the spring out here, and it'll be lifted, and I'm going to have height adjustment here, height adjustment on this rod, and yeah. So like I said, this video may take a few weeks to get all done. So I had made quite a bit of progress since I thought I was ending the first section of the video, and I thought, well, hell, I haven't done the editing yet, and here I am, so I'm going to kind of show you what I got. I have put together a spring for up here, and I have made little plates to hold it. One of them gets welded on there, and then that fits up under there, and then the other one bolts down on top of it and holds it in place. And then I got a bearing on here. I'm going to weld a 1-inch rod on here because it's a 1-inch bearing. And that's going to attach to there, which will of course attach to the spring. I haven't finished that part. I've got part of it because this is a 5/8 threaded rod. And then I'm going to weld a nut on the end of this pipe so it can thread all down there. And then it'll have a yoke on the end, and to change the striking distance of the hammer, you can pull the pin out of the spring and turn this until you've got it to where you want it, and then put the pin back in. So, still working on that. And then I also discovered that as I had this thing before, the bolt that holds this gear on, when it was turning this away, was that right? No, it was turning this away. When it was turning this away, that bolt was causing it to come out. So I reversed the motor, so now it's going to spin this way, which I actually like better anyway, because I like the downstroke being on the back side of this upstroke here, but that's the downstroke for the hammer. And then I machined out the 1.1/8 rods for the pillow blocks for up on top, and one for the hammer pivot, which is going to be somewhere in there. I don't know if I'm putting this on this side or on this side. If I put it back here, I get more weight coming down on the dies, but if I put it up here, it's going to be easier on the machine. So I'm still debating that one. And then I have created the monster hammer. 1.1/8 steel bar that has threads on the end here, but that's not a big deal. And well, you'll see it in the video, or you probably have seen it in the video. I smashed this down, heated it up in the forge and smashed it down so it would fit inside here, and then drove it in there, and then welded the top and bottom. So it's not going anywhere. And then I also cut my railroad track. It wasn't the straightest cut, but believe it or not, I did that with a Harbor Freight bandsaw. So it works. And it's going to go that way because I want to be able to work from the side. So progress is being made. It's a slow process. It's going to be a hell of a machine when I'm done. I was actually surprised that the writing on the side of the motor was clear enough I could figure out how to get it to reverse. So that was nice. I still got to build the motor mount up on the side of the post, and then I have to come up with the belt tensioning apparatus which will engage it. So the motor will run all the time when you're using it, and then when you step down on the engage, it'll tighten the belt. And then by not stepping on it hard, you'll get slower strikes, and push them down nice and hard will get it up to the full striking potential. But yeah, don't know if this thing will hold up. I don't know if that old post drill will actually hold up to this kind of abuse, but I mean, I bought it for $3 in an auction, so what the hell, we'll give it a shot, and if I destroy it, I'm only out $3. So yeah, I really don't want to destroy it though. I kind of like old antiques. In case you've been watching my channel a while, you know that. So anyway, we'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching.